Well, my name is Marsha, Heerah-Ali. Having your child being aware of what he wants to do at an early age is half of the challenge gone there. Because at a tender age, he knew what he wanted to do in terms of science and maths and physics. His love for it was very obvious very early. The moment NIHERST brought that opportunity to our young children, I think that's the greatest part of it all. Also, it aligned what NIHERST had to offer, aligned with what he loved and what he wanted to do. So it sandwiched together. It was perfect. Absolutely, a resounding yes. When he came back from that program, he said to me, that was not just a STEM experience. That was a total and complete experience for me. He said the physics, the maths, the science, the technology behind it all was wonderful, was great, was eye-opening. He said, but Mom, there was team building, there was meditation, there was sports, there was friendship, there was culture. He said it was a total experience for me. When he got home, he definitely was a different child in terms of how he looked at his future and where he wanted to go. He knew exactly what he was going to do and where he was going at that point. My experience would be one of good and challenge. The good is having your child being aware of what he wants to do at an early age is half of the challenge gone there. Because at a tender age, he knew what he wanted to do in terms of science and maths and physics. His love for it was very obvious very early. So that is what I love the most about him. While we are at home, he will walk around with a notepad and a pen, just sitting and writing and working out and solving issues and problems concerning maths and physics. That was the positive, that was the good, among other things. The challenges would have been, as a parent, you are now wondering, where would the resources come in order to take this child to the next level, to take him as far as you would like to take him as a parent. But there is something that the golden people say, and I quote, children born with their own luck. And when I look back at my journey, I see that each time Mark had an opportunity that was a challenge, the answers came effortlessly. So it was good and it was challenging, but it was pleasing to me when I look back at where he is today. With all children, there is challenges, without a doubt. I will name the most difficult and challenging time in my son's life, and that would have to be when his dad passed. He shut down for an entire year, and I allowed him to shut down. Because losing a parent is one of the most difficult events in anyone's life, especially at a young age. He was just in Form 1 at QRC. And after giving him that year, I remember entrusting him to someone very dear and very close to us and saying, we need to have a discussion with Mark because it's been a year and it cannot go on like this anymore. And the moment that discussion was done, he started to turn his life around and he started to shoot. And there was no looking back from then. My proudest moment have to be him graduating with his degree and soon to graduate with his master's. Also his contribution to the world in terms of using artificial intelligence, deep learning and robotics. It helps with global warming. His contribution impacts the entire world, not just our country, not just our family. And when your child contributes to the world, you know you did something right. I would like to see my son pass the torch on. There is many young people waiting for information and experience from children and adults such as my son, to hand it down to them. My advice would have to be, listen to your children. Each child is different. This walk requires a level of selflessness on a parent's behalf. As parents, we have dreams and desires for ourselves. But if you are that parent that wants to take your child all the way to where they want to go, you have to deny yourself sometimes. You have to deny yourself in order to see that child reach where they are going. It calls for sacrifice on your behalf as a parent, and it calls for self-denial, absolute self-denial. And trust me, you as a parent will gain in the end. It will all worth it. Not just you, your country and the world. The second thing I would like to say concerning that is, I did it, and I would like all parents to do it. Sometimes we have children doing this on their journey with their STEM program. And as a parent, you may not quite understand their journey, and you may not quite understand what is happening with your child. It is absolutely okay to seek a little counsel from those who have walked before you. It is okay to get a little help. It is okay to bring understanding to yourself to forge your child on, because you have to understand what he's doing before you can help him. So absolutely get help for yourself and seek guidance to get him to where he needs to be.